In this season, still trying to find their footing, getting some traction.
And when you're not meeting expectations, the pressure ramps up. But as a team, you can't let it get to you, especially with time to turn things around.
Something we talked about not too long ago was MP's mission to be the best of his rookie class, really trying to distinguish himself.
Well, to his credit, MP has impressed with his play and lived up to that goal. Seems determined to prove he's on another level. So far, the proof has been pretty plain to see.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Bailey out there with Filipowski. Then it's Bryant. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Collier in at the point guard. Powell left side. To the middle, Nurkic with the steal. And a wide open look for MP. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
MP letting it fly with no hesitation.
Now Powell. Here's Demon. Out to Powell. And a miss there on the triple. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to Filipowski. Now Bryant. Back to Filipowski. Just 3 to shoot. And it's Collier missing. Brooklyn's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Stan, Utah has been all about basketball. Up until last year, the Jazz the only major professional sporting franchise in the state.
Yeah, now they've got hockey, but from the venerated days of Stockton and Malone in the 80s, basketball has become effectively the state sport of Utah.
Here's Powell. Following the basket by MP. That's the Demon. Here's Clowney. Good, nice job down low.
Damn.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Collier. And in that game with Houston, he did not play well. Pass to Nurkic. Up top, Bryant. Bounces high.
Smoking!
Off the rim and drops. Bryant's got 10.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And here is Powell. Here's Clowney. Williams for 3. The rebound by Bryant.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Filipowski gets a screen from Bryant. Filipowski passes to Bailey. Back to Filipowski. Here's Collier. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Williams. Utah with the rebound. A tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. It did not happen.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
Usually he don't make
This
that, but I'll take
is as good
it.
as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And here is Williams. The Nets working the ball around now. Paxton with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Williams with another miss. And it's Utah's ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. The 3 from Bryant. Traps in the tray. 13 points in the game.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Here's Demon. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And
that was an illegal screen. You fucking pushed the shit out of me.
In the early part of December.
Yo, we were 5-1, 6-1. We were 6-1. We went on a 16 winning streak. We lost our first game.
And Utah right now,
6-1. Now we're 10-10.
They're on autopilot right now. They're a middle-of-the-road team that isn't getting any better or worse. And I think they may ride this one out all the way through.
Wilson, he's checked in for the Nets. Johnson comes in for Demon. And the basket by MP.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Hey. Yo, that's so damn.
And among the talented VIPs in attendance, Little Tech is here. I wonder if tonight's game might be a source of lyrical inspiration.
Lyrical inspiration? Bro, he's trash.
Nets fans know Lil Tecca can write just about anywhere, from a studio, live event, even on video game party chats.
Howell, it's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Howell's got 5 now.
Now that's where you like your shots to come.
I'm sorry, I'm a lyricist's head.
There's the pick.
He's not out-rapping LL Cool J. He's not out-rapping Tech 9. He's not out-rapping Cam. He's not out-rapping J. Cole, Kendrick, Joyner.
Howell kicks to Wilson.
Like,
on the wing, Johnson.
You're just not on those people's level.
In the corner,
Lil Wayne.
Powell outside. Outside Williams.
Ice Cube.
The rebound by the Jazz.
Damn.
And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
And last year they split their season series, so this is a chance for one of them to get the upper hand on the other.
So it's Brooklyn now after the basket by Utah. Claxton finds Johnson. Outside Williams. Johnson the screen. Lets it go from deep. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
He does not know how to use the screen.
Collier. He has yet to score. Outside Bryant for 3. Johnson with the rebound.
Damn.
Powell kicks to Johnson. 20 feet out. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Utah?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
You've got Whitehead. Terrence Mann is out there with Wilson. Then it's Johnson, and it's Wolf in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with a treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again. Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Now, man, scoreless thus far. Hendricks pulls it in.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
And Brooklyn has possession following the 3-point attempt by MP. Here's Whitehead, and it's MV with the rebound.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Pass to Hendricks. From the arc. The rebound by the Nets. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor, or you're going to struggle.
Yeah, look, it's really hard to win a game being one-dimensional. It can be done, but it doesn't happen very often.
Now here's Wilson. He has 5. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Shoots a fader, and Bryant gets.
That's right, we bad. That's right.
To go. Bryant's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get it.
In the dunk contest this year, each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
You look at MP, his athleticism is off the charts, and it doesn't go unnoticed, as you can see by how high he is in the dunk contest voting.
Yeah, the fans want him. I think the media wants him. Heck, he wants to be in, so I'm glad that he's in a position to take part.
So there you go, and as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Here's Demon, following the bucket by the Jazz.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot.
Who will be recognized as the best of the best? And you look at Demon, just a fantastic start to the season for him, as he hasn't missed a beat transitioning to the NBA. And guys, he makes it into our top 5.
And he finds himself among the top 5 after what's been a strong start to his NBA career.
Well, I'm sure he'd prefer to be all the way at the top of the list, but there's plenty of time for him to keep improving his game.
Now, here's MP. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Collier off a pick from Bryant. And it's Collier missing. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
They set the pick. Bryant passes to Filipowski. Kicks it out to Bryant. Back to Filipowski. Nobody near Nurkic. Drills it from outside. Nurkic has got 9 points.
Nurkic doesn't take a lot of bad shots, so when he decides to pull up off the dribble, you know he's feeling it.
Here's Claxton, still scoreless. Williams looking over the floor. In the corner, Powell with it. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. Let's have a look at the league's top scorers for the past month. To say these guys have been hot is an understatement. Fifth on the list, MP.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
Pass to Demon. Jacks up a 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Now Bailey. And here's Bryant for 3. And Utah another 3.
They've given a lot of three-pointers here today.
40 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside Williams. Here's Demon. Defended by Bryant.
My Lord.
The putback.
Oh,
it's
my.
good on the putback.
And folks, he did not
all right.
walk
We
into
blown
that
him out
one. He
anyway.
knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pass to MP. Now, Filipowski. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Now, Bailey. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Bryant. Can't hit from the low block. And so it's the Utah Jazz.
Few moments later.
MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Taking a look at the Jazz. Filipowski's out there with Bailey. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's MP. And it's Collier in at the point.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Pass to Collier. Bryant. And Bryant is right there. Bryant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Powell down low. 5 points in the game. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Demon missing. Utah's gone 7 of 15 for three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. MP left side. No good on that one. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Powell, that's good. Powell's got his third basket of the night.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Bryant passes to Bailey. Now Bryant. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Demon, and there's the dunk to finish it off.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Another miss by Utah. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 or 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. There's always a need for shot makers.
I have
in the
on-ball
NBA,
minutes for a reason, but I can't.
That's what Ace Bailey brings to the floor.
Yeah, Bailey has a
About to put my perimeter
jumper
defense up.
with a high release point that allows
I can get it to like a 85.
defender. And when you pair that with his physical
wrap,
tools,
and then
his
it's still
upside
to
is
88.
through the roof.
What up?
On the wing, and
Unguardable.
33 points for him.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Outside Williams.
Basically outscoring them by myself.
Powell outside. And here is Williams. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And stolen by Williams. Pass to Demon. Now here's Powell. Outside Williams. Nets passing it around. There's the screen. Launches it. Filipowski grabs the board.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
MP outside. Pass to Bailey. They get it again. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. NBA. Fifth, the Jazz.
Trash,
I mean,
bro.
it's about the pace they played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
Here's Demon. Defended by Bryant. Man gets the bucket.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Here's Bryant. Off target at the rim.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Here's Man. And again, it's Brooklyn with a three.
Man, I'm no longer outscoring them by like 8 points. I'm outscoring them by 2.
Jazz leading by 18. MP outside. Beyond the arc. The three-pointer is right on target. MP's got 38 points.
And he was hot from 3 to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
Pass to Powell. Here's Demon. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
+8.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, up.
Oh, wow, that was a dunk contest level jam right there.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Here's Demon, defended by Bryant.
Yo, some Brooklyn Nets fans, get ready for this kind of season, where one person is actually outscoring the whole team.
Lets the three fly, knocks down the three ball. Man's got
I'm still
9
outscoring
points
them by
here in the
4.
second half.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
Here's Collier, softly drops in the floater.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Brooklyn's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Pass to Powell. Inside. And Claxton throws it down.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's MP. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game. There's the steal. Outside Bryant. Fires the 3. Connects from three-point range. MP's got 43 points.
Well, what impresses me is MP's focus. He's not just throwing it up from way out there.
Man in the corner. Over Bailey.
And play the game the right way.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Johnson, Wilson out there with Williams. Then it's Terrence Mann, and it's Wolf in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Pass to Sensabaugh. On the wing, Bryant, covered by Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the 3, and another 3 for Utah.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Williams can't get it to go.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's Bryant. Got it. Good job in the low post. MP's got 45 points.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
From deep, Johnson. And the Nets miss again. The Jazz shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those.
MP with a screen on Johnson. Buries it from three-point range.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Wolf passes to Mann. Johnson the screen. Pass to Wolf. And that time, also a missed shot. Utah has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Hendricks. Nice ball movement by Utah. And here is Bryant. And Bryant throws.
Damn! Throws it down hard. You love to see MP just attack that rim. Young players, take note.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. And the shot is good from Johnson.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass.
Outside Bryant. Fades back. Nice touch on the bank shot. MP's got 49 points in the game.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
Pass to Johnson. And we've seen teams make surprising playoff runs only to falter the next year. Team trajectories, not always a straight line, clearly.
No, absolutely, Kevin. I would think in most cases.
And he threw down that 360 like it was no problem. That is just insane skill.
Look at the guys on the bench. They're falling all over themselves.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And Utah again with the bucket.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Pass to Wolf. Back to Johnson. Here's Wolf. And it's off from three-point range. Bryant inside. Johnson's there. And again, MP.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
Johnson, that's for two. The rebound by Niang.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Here's Bryant. And MP throws it down.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Here's Johnson. The 19-footer is on the money. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter. Utah's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's MP. Rebounded by the Nets.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Shots good by Williams.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Jazz.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Johnson gets the bucket.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Hendricks passes to Niang. MP left side. Niang, that's good.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win.
Let's go.
To come into an opponent's building and
I've been
dominate the way
liking
they did tonight
commentary.
says I think Greg an awful lot
I'm
about
more
this
of
team.
that.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at
More
home.
commentary.
Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
More commentary.
Now let's go to our sideline reporter.
I know you must be exhausted after playing the full 48 tonight, but talk about what it took to win.
There's never room for excuses. We knew we were shorthanded tonight. Guys were going to have to step up. Shout out to the bench guys who haven't been getting minutes, and they came in and performed tonight. So that's what it takes to win, and those guys, hey, they proved they were winners tonight.
Well, congrats to you all.
Appreciate it.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dominic, thanks.